How are you?
Thanks for coming on KTNV. I saw this morning where you described Ted Cruz's speech as funny. Is your sense of humor that twisted, Mr. Speaker?
No, it's not twisted. I just think if you are invited into somebody's house, you don't pour acid on their roses. Cruz gives this speech in which the key paragraph says, you vote your conscience as long as you vote for somebody who supports the Constitution. Well, if the choice is Trump or Clinton, how could you possibly argue, if you're a conservative, that Clinton is the one you should vote for? So, Ted tippy-toed right up to the edge, couldn't bring himself to say, it's obvious you vote for Trump, and then tippy-toed back away. I thought it was just a funny performance.
You know, Mr. Speaker, he told the Texas delegation this morning he would not commit to voting for Trump. He was asked specifically about that. What do you think he's up to?
I have no idea what he's up to. I think, the idea that he's saying the future of the Supreme Court, the future of the defense of the United States, the future of all the values we believe in, they're not nearly as important as my hurt feelings. Well, all I got to say to him is, you run for president, it's a tough league. It's no holds barred. He came in number 2. It's still number 2. We have a tradition in America when you're in a sport, when you're at a contest like that, the winner usually, you shake their hand, you say, great job, and you move on in life. Ted seems to lack that ability.
You said tough. Do you think it's too tough for the delegates to continually chant, lock her up to Hillary Clinton? Do you think Hillary Clinton's a criminal, Mr. Speaker?
I think if Hillary Clinton were a normal American, she would be indicted by now. I think the number of things she's done, from the corruption of the Clinton Foundation to the secret meetings as Secretary of State with donors, to appointing this financier in Chicago to a nuclear weapons advisory board, to deleting 30,000 emails. Had any normal American done that, they'd be on trial, not in a campaign.
Are you chanting along with everybody, Mr. Speaker, lock her up?
No, I'm just telling you the facts that as a reporter you ought to look at, and you tell me. You look at Comey's definition of everything she did wrong and tell me. You look at Comey testifying to Congress where they said, she said this, is it true? He said, no, it's not true. She said this, is it true? She clearly committed perjury, which is a felony. Now, the fact that she's Hillary Clinton, apparently she can get away with things, which I think is very dangerous. It makes her the most corrupt person ever to run for president.
Let me ask, Mr. Speaker, we don't have much time. I wanted to ask you about your friend Sheldon Adelson. I'm wondering if he tried to help you, as you remember, when you ran. I'm wondering if you've talked to him in Cleveland and how committed you think he is to helping Donald Trump.
I think he will do everything he can to help Donald Trump because he recognizes that Hillary Clinton would be a disaster for American national security and a disaster for the survival of Israel. And he understands that her policies, the failed approach to Russia, the collapse of Libya, the collapse of Syria, I think that Sheldon understands fully what's at stake.
Have you talked to him?
I chatted with him the other day. Yeah, he's an old friend. He and Miriam are both friends.
All right, Mr. Speaker, thanks for joining us. Really appreciate you taking the time.
Thanks. Take care.
All right.